Hello Cobrats and welcome back to Sonic Unleashed. I'm TryclydeTamer, probably going to be starting on the world map a lot. Alright, it's time to go into Spagonia. We're going to be heading to the village and it's going to be nighttime. And see how things are here as we talk to Professor Pickle and find out what exactly we must do.
Found you, Sonic! Oh, Sonic, I've been looking for you forever!
Hey, let me go!
You're crazy if you think you can get away from Amy Rose and...
Still holding him.
Who are you? Oh my gosh, I am so sorry! I just completely mistook you for someone else! That is so strange. I could have sworn it was him. Anyway, I'm really sorry. See you later!
How many times has this happened by now?
Well, that was weird. How come that girl didn't know you were you, Sonic? I mean, I guess you are kinda, you know, and, these guys.
Way to put him down.
Oh, I mean, don't worry. Hey, you only look really scary, Sonic. Inside, you're the same as ever. I guarantee it, okay?
Just like me.
Sonic, cheer up. Chocolate. Want some chocolate?
Oh well. Bribery's not gonna work, because we've already seen his wrath. So, things are gonna be quite different at nighttime, as we seem to have found out. There's nobody here, let's go back, Sonic. Nobody on Main Street, because those girls have probably gone off home to bed and all that stuff. On Baker Street, let's see what's baking, also what's cooking, but no. Can you smell what Denise is cooking? Baking. Nights have been wild lately, usually decent people act strangely. You be careful out there, especially after dark. Thank you for talking to me. Don't want to go to the back alley at nighttime quite yet, so how about we go over to the Aqueduct Street? What's this, some hairy beast? This is Otto, which is, coincidentally, the number 8 in Italian. Oh, it's you, Sonic, don't scare me like that. Popping up out of nowhere, you'll give a guy a heart attack. Well, maybe not always. Some people may like the look of myself, especially with how spiky I am, even on my shoes. You got a problem? I know how I was this afternoon. Hey kid, I don't even know you. You're getting on my nerves. Get lost, punk. Can't even tell who I am. Let's go into the pickle lab if my control stick will stop acting up. Welcome back, Sonic. Tails filled me in on your adventures. Oh, he saw my assistant, and he was very different. I see. Clearly, he too has fallen prey to Dark Gaia's influence. I suspected something like this might happen to him. According to the Gaia manuscripts, Dark Gaia is empowered at night. It negatively impacts the deepest, darkest parts of the heart. Rhyming a lark. I must do something immediately to assist my assistant. Ha ha. The data indicates several entrances to the Holy Temple. I just need a little more time to complete my research. Please make it a habit of stopping by to see me. First find the temple in Spagonia, then the one in Holaska. Don't forget to come back and let us know how it's going, Sonic. Sure thing, Professor Pickle. Eyebrows over all your eyes. I don't know how you can even see me. Maybe that's why he's not really too frightened. So, Holaska, and it's in kind of a northern area, presumably very snowy. I don't see any allegories to real life here. Okay, before we do that though, we want to go into Spagonia because we do have to finish up some stuff here. Plenty of places to look around. Let's go back to Main Street. It's probably going to be all the same. Oh wait, no. You're looking for an old shrine, huh? It must mean that place on the other side of town. Yeah, the holy shrine is that way, honest. That girl kinda talks like me, saying sacred shrine all the time. Oh yeah, there have been some weird things going on in that area. Granddad gave me this charm, but I want you to have it. I shouldn't have. Why not? Just take it. I got a feeling that you're gonna need it. Uh-oh. Bad karma. Dun 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 dun. Bam! And from the girls, we get the second continent's moon tablet. Well, this is pretty much the second continent, because it's the second one we came to, and the second one we have to do some actual levels in. Once we go to the sacred shrine, let's go back to Baker Street again. Back to Baker Street? I don't know. You boys are certainly busy bees, aren't you? Watching you was such an inspiration to me. Here's a little something to show my appreciation. Alright. And here is our secret soundtrack, number 39. There are plenty of places we can look back. How about we look back at the back alley? Oh, I still feel horrible. The professor's worried about me, but that just makes me feel worse. But you should feel some comfort in knowing that people care, dude. Look on the bright side of life. Whistle, 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 whistle. I don't want to overload my microphone with it. Old shrine, blah, blah, blah. It's on the map, dude. All you have to do is look there. Let's pop in. Quit your howling, Sonic. It's not overly necessary. I'm not ready to go for the levels quite yet, because I would like to look over here.
Hey, Sonic, try getting closer to that glowing spot.
Spots of glowingness. So if you look at the little inscriptions, you may be able to tell where you're going. The blue ones would take you here to Apatos, while the purplish ones would take you to Mazuri.
Wow, we just warped all the way to a whole different Gaia gate.
Yes, indeed. It's kind of cool because those are the colors of the pools you see in the nighttime levels. I'm here at Apatos for a reason, because this door right here is open because we have enough sun and moon medals. I want to briefly show what these things are like, and this is pretty much the only one open for now. So let's just go into the darkness to become Werehog Sonic, and the purple everywhere stuff, and the blue pools, as I have mentioned. I don't want to be shaking my controllers too close to my microphone. Also turned off my sense bars now so you don't hear like the sound of the goal ring. You know how I stutter and have to kind of bring my words back and forth. I may have had to do it there, although it wasn't really too bad. Little patches of light where you can go in and become normal Sonic. After a little bit of time you will go back to Werehog Sonic. Just have some hope in your heart that you're going to be the fastest thing alive before you switch to a slightly slower version of yourself. So in these places you collect a bunch of items, and when you're done it gives you a message that you are done. Oop, I'm almost back to Werehog Sonic. Whoa. Cool how I was dashing the transformation. It's like how some Pokemon tend to evolve when they're running in the anime. Then back on the orange teleporter, it'll bring us back to Spagonia, so you can only assume that the pools we see in these nighttime stages will be of an orange variety. Let's get started on these nighttime levels. Spagonia, rooftop run, night stage, alleys of Spagonia, blah blah. That's like how the nighttime levels are given names, while the daytime ones are just like, go for the goal, because it's not as often that you do day stages as nighttime levels, so you'd think that they would give them a name. But no. So yes, as usual, there are plenty of items to get, and it's actually, I'm pretty sure, the level in the game with the most items for you to get. Of course, I haven't fully looked all the way through the game, but I believe there's 6 items to get, and most of them are right by the goal ring, so we're not going to be heading to it immediately, although we could when we see it. So it's not quite the daytime stages where we have to go for the goal. There's our first item of 6 right there, just behind that little stuff. They're all quite hidden. Open up the store, and behind this fruit basket, fruits basket, we have item number 2. Just romping right through them. This next fight, we got some new enemies.
Yeah, these new bad guys can fly, Sonic. You'd better jump and take them down.
Jump and take them down, you know what that means. I get to use my Wereclaw attack in midair, haha. And you can also grab onto them. There will be good guy varieties of these guys, variants rather, trying to use my words in a better way. Slam you guys together, they give me health, aside from all the other things. So, block puzzles have evolved to putting metal crates on down. Doesn't even have to be metal ones, but just metal to ensure that I don't break a wooden crate. Kind of screw myself over for the rest of the level. I would say I could go back here and bring it all the way back, but I had to open the door to be able to get that way. There's a red capsule there. And here we are, coming up on a decently big fight with some nightmares and deep nightmares. Overlooking those 2 towers there. Speaking of which, I'm watching through the Lord of the Rings series. And I'm like a little over an hour into the second movie, 2 Towers. They're like 4-hour movies, so I can watch them in segments and just watch a couple minutes over again. No big deal. It's a lot of stuff to take in anyway. Alright, probably should not have grabbed that ring immediately because we do have these deep nightmares causing trouble. Bam, bam, take y'all down. Slam into you, bash you against the wall. Not really doing too much damage to you. At least give you a concussion. There's no red force in those pots to the left, with their rings over here, and red force in these barrels. Fantastico. Gotta bring in a little bit of Italian. Molto bene. My eyes are kind of feeling a little bit burnt. Maybe I'm just forgetting to blink or something. Well, I mean, it's almost noon recording this. I always seem to record around either noon or midnight. That's not really true, though. And this should be, hopefully, another day of do every bit of production, record, edit, and render and upload all on the same day. Just like I did episode 5 yesterday on the 16th. So we got all these keys to collect, and I'm forgetting the important one that I have forgotten. The probably overlookable one that you probably even saw, but I was kind of worried about grabbing my item up there. I even grabbed the item I'm not even remembering. Yes, I did, because I'm looking back at my recording. That always helps to do. Yep, there we go. All 3 keys, not as long as the other ones. Fun times. Trying to think of more Italian words to use. Cesare is like a common name. I thought it meant like cheese, but it's the Italian version of Caesar. Although he was a Roman emperor, so you'd think it would be Caesar there. But no, it's Caesar in Spanish. Careful with these killer bees. Can't bother grabbing them because of their poison aura or whatever they have. Again, I probably shouldn't grab these rings when I'm still in the middle of fighting enemies that do a lot of damage. But I am finished with it now. There's no red force capsule there. Just some rings and some boxes if you feel like going in, but there are plenty of boxes to make use of on the outside. Pull that switch to lift it slightly. I probably could have do some exploitation to not even bother grabbing that, but oh well. Be kind of careful grabbing this item right here. Just hop through the fence, whole thing, and you're golden. That's, I believe, 3 items down, because there are 3 left as we come up on the goal ring that we're slightly going to start to see. The draw distance isn't quite allowing it, but once we get here, we will be seeing it. A big enemy fight, but interestingly enough, it's not going to bring up a wall, because kind of something new right here.
Hey, can you grab onto that flying guy? Let's hitch a ride to the other side.
Don't have time for your rhymes, Chip. Yes, those blue dark bats are helpful that you can hitch a ride on. You could hitch a ride on the red ones, but they're kind of hell-bent on attacking you, so that's not quite something I recommend. And if you grab onto them in the fight, it's kind of annoying because it stops what you're doing in the attacking. Did all that talking as I was grabbing that very elusive item. It's crazy. That guy was trying to hurt me, but no. If it hits my hand, it just grazes me. I just take it like a champ. I'm not going to hitch a ride because there's a red force capsule right here. It's kind of a slender pathway. Just gotta be careful with what I'm doing. Grab these rings. I don't want to be too careful because I'm pretty sure in my practice I was having to go through it another time and I just barely didn't have enough rings. Actually, I had barely enough rings and didn't get enough force. Probably because you don't get the force capsules. You just have to focus on taking a lot of enemies down to build up your force if you mess up your first time through. I probably could have streamlined that a little bit better, but well, not too much of an issue. Let's see, I'm trying to think where all I need to drop down. We do have to go behind the goal ring because you can slightly see a pole there. Before we go to the goal ring, I'm just going to pop down right here, around these alleyways, and conveniently placed switches and fences, and actually need to go back for the item that's all the way this way behind these boxes and these back streets. I could assume this would be the place where we saw the assistant, so why couldn't we grab it then? Maybe we're just simulating all the things we did on the world map and things aren't very connected. Something of interest to bring up is Dimps actually had a big enough hand in creating the Wii/PS2 version of Sonic Unleashed. So maybe that's why I enjoy it, because I like the Sonic Rush games, the Sonic Advance games, and there's also Sonic Colors DS, which I haven't played, that they developed. And, oh yeah, I never even mentioned Sonic Unleashed Mobile. There doesn't really seem to be too much about that in the world. I had a brief look at it, and it doesn't look too entirely spectacular, but it's there if it's of interest to you. I wonder if it's free. If not, it's probably decently cheap. Let's move to Sonic's right. Just gotta remember things as the cameras go crazy. Let's get there before 6:40. I always seem to be completing the stages at these times. 6:38, 8:24, still got an S rank. for having completed all of the requirements. Stage complete. Probably just under 15 minutes in recording, so I will do another level. It's actually a pretty short level coming up. Oh yeah, the beatdown ability. I like this one. And get out of this. Secret document 1, secret movie 4, secret illustration 24, yeah! Then 79, secret movie 9, and secret illustration 77, and 15! And we also get secret mission 2 at Abatos. Thank you for reminding me 2 seconds after game. Alrighty, level 2, Jet Black Back Streets. There aren't as many items, there's only 3 to get, and they're pretty easy on the beaten path as long as you don't beat things up too much, because it's important not to beat too many things up. You'll see what I mean when we get into everything. I don't really have enough force to take these enemies down with my Unleashed mode. Just get y'all dizzied up. I could use my new beatdown ability, but I'm just too busy beating everybody down as is, and kind of a cramped space. There we go, get you all taken down. Bosses that I could have used. Alright, there's these guys. So I could still use it, theoretically. In practice, there was a bee out this way. It's kind of being weird. I could still reach him with my super long arms and super hot fire that I spit. Okay, I guess there's still an enemy. Maybe a bee way back this way. Oh man, you're adding time to the video, dude. Maybe over 22 minutes. I always feel weird when it gets above 20 minutes. But then, if it crosses 22, it's like, no, too much, man. Like the 25-minute final video of Link to the Past. And we got these Dark Fries. Plenty of these guys. Not too bad to take down, but they attack in swarms and can be of annoyance. I'm speaking French, even though we're in Italy. Usually, the way to speak Italian is take the ablative form of the Latin form, which usually ends in O, and that usually makes sense. I can't really think of any words because I'm not really too honed with my Latin quite yet, and no, even less Italian. I like to be multilingual. I have 2 years of French under my belt. Of course, English is my native language. Probably should learn Spanish living in Florida. And I'm also interested in learning Italian, of course. All these romantic languages that are pretty similar. And also, I'm interested in Italian because it's supposedly the most similar to Latin. I mean, Italy, Latia, Italia, or something. Yeah, that's what we needed to do to get that item. Use the bots. There's plenty of them to make use of, just as long as you don't destroy them, or the enemies don't destroy them when they go to attack you. These guys are charging their lasers at me. I would think of you guys to be Crobats and supposed to be more physical attackers. You gotta make the best of your abilities, dudes. Alright, time for spin pulls. I need to swing less because if I just let go, it's gonna let me fall down anyway. No red force here, so I don't know why I didn't bother. I don't think I even used my Unleash abilities yet. Could have made better use of that to save even more time. But there is one more fight coming up, and definitely has some practical uses to use your Unleashed abilities. Final item, way back this way, and these spikes should be disabled. It'd be crazy if they came out from under me. Kind of makes me think of the Paper Mario games where you have to use your respective go-select partners to avoid the spikes being horrible for you. They're not going to be appearing quite yet. I think it's just a normal fight before we get to it. And they're all enemies that don't really need the Unleashed ability to take down. No enemies do, really. But they're smaller enemies that move around pretty quickly. You can't really do too many on-ground attacks. But here's our true final fight. We're going to be seeing some Dark Wizards. There's plenty of variants of these guys. Probably could have used my Unleashed and then dissified him. This guy is just all about teleporting around. No big deal, really. And yeah, that's the Unleashed version of the Werehammer that I haven't fully shown off yet. Where I could swing you around. Pretty sure it's called the Were-Whirl. The Werehammer is the one where you do the doodly-doo. There we go, back to saying that. But the one I'm not mentioning is Beatdown, the attack like that in normal Sonic Werehog mode. But there's normal Sonic, then Werehog Sonic, and then Unleashed Werehog Sonic, then Sonic Boosting. I'm surprised I was able to jump up there. And this stage really isn't hard to take down. Actually, I think it's the next stage that needs 9 minutes, but still doesn't take that long. This shouldn't be too hard for me to S-rank unless it's supposed to be 430 and I'm barely about to miss it. But I doubt that because it probably went above 430 in practice. I did all of my practice in the same day. So all this stuff going on. Let's see how much more there is. Not too much more because right past the door is the goal ring. Okay, 6 minutes to get your S rank. Not really bad whatsoever. Plenty of leeway in this level. And with this, gonna collect all my force, gonna level something up. Unleashed level reached 2, so we can now carry a little bit more and have it go on a little bit longer. And that's gonna be helpful as it grows over time. So yes, next time on Sonic Unleashed, we are going to be going into the third and final night stage of Spagonia. It's gonna be a pretty fun one, because it's all going to take place on a big aqueduct. Until next time, don't toast yourself.